Hello and welcome back to the vlogs. My name is Orion. I make videos every single Wednesday and Sunday and I post them at 6 p.m. where today it looks like an absolutely gorgeous day outside. Unfortunately, I am confined to the indoors because we have got so much to do you would not believe. There are clothes literally everywhere you look, boxes all to be organized and put away, and most importantly, a corridor that needs to be decorated and tidied. And that is basically my objective for today. I need to get the room as tidy as possible and then probably sand down and get rid of any holes, fill those in, and basically get it ready to paint. We need to figure out what we're going to be doing about like this painted over mold. I assume I can just paint straight over and it should be fine, but I need to do some Googling on that. I'm pretty confident I'm also going to have to move this switch up a little bit because, let me show you this. This isn't even like a quarter of the shoes that we actually own. And if I show you here, I have ordered some like IKEA shoe cabinets basically to put by the door. And they should fit perfectly as like 1, 2, 3 across there. However, they're quite high up to like up here, which means the socket will kind of get covered up by it. So I need to move it up. The switch. That's definitely a switch. However, with the timeline of how long it takes to sand things down, paint them, wait for the paint to dry, paint it again, that kind of stuff, the likely chances are that the IKEA unit that we've got to do the shoes and stuff like that will probably get finished in the next vlog. I also tried getting one of my pictures printed out so I could put it in a frame to hang up on the walls over there. And I think, to be honest, it actually turned out quite nice. But this is like the first attempt. It cost me like £2. I got it from Jessup's. Again, if you have any more suggestions for this kind of stuff, then do let me know down below. But hopefully by the end of this vlog, all of this kind of stuff should be shifted out and the corridor should be looking much better. So without further ado, let's get this tidy. Okay, the corridor is looking much better. However, it has all been moved to the lounge. Jess has been cleaning up in the kitchen and she's going to be organising a lot of this stuff because most of it is hers and needs to go into different spots. I'm really unsure what to do about all of this wood because I don't really want to chuck it because it's literally throwing money away, but I also don't need it right now either, so I just don't know what to do with it. And then I have boxed up all of our shoes for the time being until we get, you know, the storage in the corridor to put the shoes away. For now, I've obviously got a sheet down in here ready for painting. There isn't too much damage to fix with the exception obviously taking that off the wall because I'm going to move that to there, and then I'm obviously going to take out some of the hooks in the wall. I need to move that up there, which is going to create a bit of mess, take that off as well, and basically clear this area ready for the new unit to go there. Otherwise, I don't actually think there's that much filling to do, just a whole lot of painting. But as we switch to VR here, you can kind of see how high up the unit's going to be, so I definitely need to move the socket up. To be honest, in the bedroom, I could have ended up doing the same as well, because it being here is actually kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Also, I have no idea why I keep calling this a socket. It's definitely a switch. But we should definitely do that first, so let's go into the cupboard and get everything we need, which is our bag of electrical goods, a saw to cut the plaster, and our good old DeWalt drill. First thing we need to do is make sure the lights are switched off at the fuse box, and a flick of that should do the trick. It did not. Oddly enough, it did some of them. Let's try this one. Job's good. Next, we just need to unscrew this and have a look-see in there. Then detach this, which I think I need to undo one more screw. Remove all of this because it's currently padding out a metal back box in the wall, which has now been removed. And now that we have it marked out exactly how high up the new shoe cabinet is going to go, we need to figure out where on the wall this is going to be. And then using a saw and a drill, we need to cut a hole out. I've also like taped the cable to the wall just to kind of keep it to the right whilst I get in here, so I can kind of move the cable safely before I start cutting in there, because obviously I don't know where this wire is in the wall. I just know it's going to be running vertically like that. All right, this is going to take a minute, so let's get the GoPro and get our hole cut in there. Alright, that is one new switch moved. I just need to fill in that hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pad it out by putting this 3x2 in there, and if it fits, it does. I'm going to screw that to the back, put some plasterboard in front of it, and then skim over the top. Plasterboard cut and inside. And after a couple of screws later, we can then go ahead and fill over the top. A job well done. However, I've made a lot of mess. So before we can think about like doing any painting or anything like that and sanding the walls down, let's clean all of this. A before and an after. I have taken the things off the wall and filled those in as well. So I'm pretty sure we're basically ready to paint. However, I just need to wait for it to dry so I can sand it down. A few days later.
I think it is officially dried and I am ill. Again. So sick of being ill, man.
But all the filler that I used earlier is all dried out now, so I just need to sand it all down.
And then I can finally crack on with actually painting the whole corridor white.
But first, let's grab this out.
Crack open a window and close the doors. And lightly sand this down.
Oh dear. Can't say I was expecting that to happen.
Which is honestly the last thing I need when I've got a headache, but I don't really know how to turn it off either.
I guess it's nice to know that it works.
But I have most definitely set off the alarm for the entire building doing that. And I feel like it's a little too much because there's no way to turn it off either. So now I just have the fire alarm going off for the foreseeable future.
But this has to be done today.
So I've got some earphones with noise cancelling on them and my GoPro. So let's transition to a time lapse of me painting. Well, just after 2 hours later, I have finally painted the whole of the corridor.
As you can probably hear, this thing has stopped going off.
But it only turned off about 15 minutes ago or something like that, so... Man, the earphones were good, but I could still hear it, and oh my god, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep with the ringing in my ears.
But all in all, the corridor is looking much better.
It is always nice to get a fresh, clean, like, layer of paint in a... I wouldn't say hard earning wall. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but when you've had the same colour wall for so many years, and it's been a good 5+ years, it is nice to have a fresh room.
One thing I will say,
when I first moved in here from like living in a hostel and stuff like that, it was my first home. I smoked quite heavily at the time, and I smoked inside the flat. And as you can tell by this door, and especially by looking down the corridor, that door used to be white. And if that is not a telltale sign to stop smoking inside, and in general, I don't know what is.
apparently this door is getting replaced due to all the fire safety stuff.
So I'm not gonna go out of my way to like clean it and paint it a fresh coat. But some of these other doors probably do need a fresh coat of paint on them. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I feel like you literally just use gloss and you gloss them. After like properly giving them a clean through.
But if you have any tips how to restore a door, then let me know in the comments down below.
But I think with that done for now, I'm gonna take a break because I really don't feel great. I haven't really spoke about it in the vlogs, and people probably don't know because I don't generally tend to talk about too much of my personal life on the videos, but I am, for the lack of a better term, like really stressed at the moment, which is why not only did I need a break, it was nice to go with some friends and stuff like that anyway. And it's going to be nice to go back to going outdoors and stuff like that. But I just have so much on my plate that I can't really talk about. And this is one of my outlets, as well as like talking to friends and family and stuff like that. But it's rough times at the moment.
And I know that might come out of complete left field for the channel.
But I feel like it's important for me just to mention, just in case some videos might be shorter, or maybe I just seem a little off in some videos. Obviously, I am ill at the moment, which is probably why I look like death. But yeah, I just thought I would throw it out there, just mention it. It's probably so unnecessary, and I might even cut this from the video. But yeah, I like to be as straight and as honest as I possibly can, and just let you guys know kind of where my head's at the moment.
But with the first coat of paint done in the corridor,
in the next vlog, I'm probably going to stick a second coat on it because it's not the cleanest paint job I've ever done, and it does need a second coat, most definitely. And we're getting a delivery from IKEA for the new unit that is going to go there. So if you're looking forward to watching me build this, leave a thumbs up, Ryan. I'd appreciate that. If you are new to my channel, please hit subscribe. I would genuinely appreciate it. You guys have been so kind to me. Honestly, I love all the feedback that you give me, and I still find it quite crazy that like thousands of people tune in to watch these videos. So if you're one of those people that have tuned in and watched several of my videos, then thank you so much. If you're someone new, then welcome to my channel. But as always, guys, it's been Orion. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, peace, much love. Bye-bye.